Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, well, at least for me. My mom really wanted me to do a gray eye look. Now I have gray colors, obviously, because I have them on my eye right now. But as you can tell from all of my previous videos, and if you follow me on any social media, I am a warm tone girl. Warm tones speak to me. I love the browns and the burgundies and the chocolates. Like, that's where I live. So I was kind of nervous about doing something like this because I never do anything like this. But you know, I'm really happy with the way it came out. She wanted me to use a red lipstick with it, and I tried, Mom. I really tried. I picked up this Mega Last Liquid Catsuit, and it's just like, this is so red. It looked very strange to me, so I ended up just taking it off and just putting a clear gloss over it. This little Pixie gloss I got at BeautyCon last year. But yeah, so, but other than the lipstick mishap, I actually really like the way this came out, and I hope you guys do too. So if you want to see how I created this cool tone gray eye, then just keep watching. Did I have hair on my lips?
Okay, so obviously I have my brows and my face and my concealer and everything on, so we're going to get right into the eyes. I'm taking the shade Indie on my M504 and 501. Oh my god, I forgot what it is. Anyway, my favorite fluffy blending brush, and we're going to be using that as my transition shade today. It's a very cool tone brown. I couldn't go all the way gray. It was just too scary for me. But once we have that buffed in, we're going to go into the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. And I'm taking the color Lazarus on a more tapered blending brush, and I'm just buffing that into my natural crease line. Seriously, this was so hard for me to do. Like, oh, so gray, so cold, like my heart, whatever. So now I'm taking my fluffy blending brush again. Oh my god, I really blanked out that name. Whatever. I'm just going to buff those two colors together just so they don't look so harsh and I don't know. So after those two are buffed together, we're going to go back into the palette and picking up this dark gray color. It's called Liberatus? I don't know. On an even smaller tapered blending brush, I'm going to be putting that in mostly in the outer corner, but I do drag it upward onto the top portion of the lid. This is okay. I know it looks kind of messy right now, but it's gonna look fine in the end, I promise you. Eye looks like these are really easy to do because you can be kind of messy and it'll still turn out okay at the end. So then going back into Indie and my fluffy blending brush, I'm just blending all that together so it doesn't look like I just got punched in the eye. It still does kind of look like I got punched in the eye. It's just like, seriously, it was so hard for me. And I messed up with my primer. I accidentally put concealer on and then I put primer on, so it was just so hard for me to blend the shadows out, but oh well. Now going into this shade by Makeup Geek, this is called Moonstone. I'm taking that on a flat shader brush and I'm just putting that all over the lid. This is a very shimmery, actually very pretty slate gray color. To make it pop a little more, I did put some of that Pixie makeup fixing spray on it, and it just made it a little bit more shiny. And then taking a very small blending brush, I'm just blending out those edges to make sure they don't look too harsh. And then taking my e.l.f. blush brush, I'm going to dust away all that excess powder I had baking under my eyes. This was actually a really nice trick to do because it kept the eyeshadow from getting any lower into the areas I didn't want the shadow to go. And then I'm putting on a mascara on my lashes. This is that Bobbi Brown Smokey Eye mascara that I still have not thrown away. I have problems. And then for lashes today, I'm going to be using Koko lashes, the Queen Bee style. I wanted something really feminine and light for this kind of harsher look for me. I say harsher. It's not even harsh. It's just some, oh my gosh. Anyway, so once we got those Queen Bees on and poppin', we're going to stare at myself. Okay. And then for the rest of the face, we're going into the Shade Light Contour Palette, and I'm mixing the colors, Shadowplay and Subconscious. on my Benefit blending brush, and I'm just carving out those cheekbones. The shade Subconscious by itself is a little bit too cool for me, so I do mix it with Shadowplay, just make it looks a little bit nicer on my skin tone. So I'm also contouring the nose with that little brush today. I love this brush. I don't know what I would do without it. I have 2 of them. Okay, so then taking my RCMA No Color powder on my little triangle sponge, I'm just cleaning up that contour if it got a little bit messy, in which it always does. And I'm also cleaning up the sides of the nose. For the rest of the eye look, I'm going back into that Liberatus. Seriously, with her shade names, I love her, but dang girl. I'm taking that on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to be blending it out with, what was it called? Lazarus? Yes, Lazarus. And then to make everything look a lot neater, I'm going to go back into that shade Indie on my little dual crown brush, and I'm just going to buff everything out so it looks softer. And I do bring it back up to the top half of the lid as well, as you see right there. Okay, so then taking my Real Techniques powder brush, I'm just buffing away all that baking powder. And after the powder is removed, we're going to go in with the Shadowplay shade and bronze up the forehead a little bit. I didn't want to put Subconscious on the forehead because I find it could be a little bit hard to blend out on the forehead area. Well, at least for me. For blush, I wanted something really, really subtle, so I took Tarte's Amazonian Clay brush in the shade Exposed. I love this blush. It's so universal. It could go for anything and everything. You could put as much or as little as you want to. For highlight, I'm taking the shade Forever Lit from the ABHxNicole Guerriero kit. I wanted something really cool toned, obviously. This shade is so icy. It has like a blue undertone into it, and I actually really love the way it looked with the eye, so I put it on my inner corners, as you see here, and it was actually probably my favorite part of the entire look. And then to put a little bit more life back into this powder face, we're going to spray the Smashbox primer water all over. I've sprayed like 50 sprays. And then we're going to go back into that Bobbi Brown mascara and put it on the lower lashes. And this is the look, guys. As I told you in the beginning of the video, I did go back and just put clear gloss because that red lipstick just did not look right. I don't know. But like I said, I really like the way it came out. I think I was just being really hard on myself because it's just something that I don't do. But I mean, with makeup, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to play with it. You're supposed to have fun with it and try new things. And I'm glad I did this, and I just can't wait to get better at it.
Okay guys, so that was the look. I hope you enjoyed watching me create something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'll have to practice more and really, you know, stay away from those browns, maroons, oranges, just so I can get a little bit more creative with it. But like I said, I'm happy with the way it came out. And I hope you guys enjoyed, I choked. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
Hold up.